game flying through Mirage as we prepare for Big versus Heroic. The first of this best of 3, the second game of our 9th day. Myself, Pansy, and Sponge hanging out. Excited to see Tabson as well as Searson. Of course, good to see them still having... I think it's safe to say the firepower advantage might very well lie with Big if all of their players are online. But I will remind you, I've seen Nico, Stown, Tessus, Borup, all of them are definitely hungry to develop and to continue to prove themselves. Keto's about to find his first fight, and wow, very clean. The fact the bomb hasn't shown there, that could be enough to sell the fact that that was just the lurk. I'm intrigued to see how this one plays out.
I see Stown instantly with the flash to hand, that gets put away. I think they're trying to sell that. Now, I think you read it right. You see the smokes coming into, this is all but a ruse, and that bomb still stays in place, but so does Keto. He's not fallen off this either. Nico's on the way around, just maybe try and support it. The stack in CT. Okay. Now, Keto has finally fallen away. They might have heard the steps. I'm not too sure if they did, but Tessus keeping him busy, keeping him pinned in, and Keto's fallen for it.
Yeah, they have completely eaten the bait, gobbled the hook, and Stown, survival is key. It's integral. With his P250, does go down, but now the bomb will too. Keto from short, an opportunity, and he keeps hitting these one bangs. It's real clean. Tessus is going to put the meat grinder onto Tabson or not. One Tabson, and there we go. Cadian will fall, and that will be a big plan conversion.
So just to run everyone through some of the past members on Big that you maybe are forgetting, obviously Nex was on the team for a while, God B, he's no longer on the squad. I think he's still part of the Big management over there.
He's over on Valorant now.
Oh yeah, he's playing some of that?
He's popped over.
Okay, well, it's good to have somebody with that kind of a big brain involved in that game. Maybe he can help you guys out with the flashbangs. And
easier to hit the watermelon heads for God B in his old age.
Now, Toby is actually the coach of Big. For those people who aren't aware, Toby's taken over the role of the coach of the squad. He came from Sprout, and he always looks like a very stern gentleman. Nice beard.
Yeah, no, that was my review too. Nice beard, stern gentleman.
Stern gentleman. No, I don't speak German, so unfortunately I don't know what he says.
To be fair though, I have the problem of every time I hear German men speaking English, I just assume they're being more rude than they are.
Yeah.
Because
their language is stern.
Precisely, and they're very direct with their speech when learning the English language.
Now, Searson is one I want you guys to watch with the Scout. One of the best Scout players in the world at the moment, at least by my read. Someone who can make it work in any circumstance.
Are we talking like MBK in his high point, making the Scout look viable? Sort of like, you know, one and only?
using it to jump and
yeah, the dirty
back
ways.
in the day. Searson is using it like a very, very fast AWP.
Ooh, sexy stuff. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? I wonder if he's got time. That's a unique nade. But Tabson does find Cadian, so already a lot of the threats being quelled quite early.
Oh, don't mess with Tabson today. Seems like he got out on the right side of bed, softened up Tessus for the Scout, the aforementioned Scout hero that is Searson, and there's another prime example. These Deagle and Armor squandered. Tizian about to pass Nico in the smoke, and he does catch a glimpse. It's enough to convert, and 4 players still standing as they do convert their second round. It was Deagle Armor from Heroic, so they will be forced to stomach a Nico.
What a throw.
Strong arm and peeking on the obscurity from the nade.
These Wheatbix this morning, or Weetabix for present company.
Thank you.
What did you call it?
Wheatbix. It's the same, we just took a letter out. Loza, of course we're going to shorten things here, mate. Yeah, it goes.
Yeah, you've got to expect short things from Australians.
Hey!
Hey,
Hey!
That's the soundboard. The soundboard would be great there. All right, it is just going to be the pistols, a couple of P250s, Glocks in play.
Imagine a bomb plant, Chadney. They're trying. They're trying.
Dream.
Imagine if somehow Keto starts rotating off B, and they are, and Cadian was walks on in and gets that bomb plant. Cut to Cadian, cut to that plant, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. They have managed to get a bomb plant of none other than a full eco. That's not too shabby. If he gets 1 kill here, takes a full M4. I mean, at this range, it is a one-shot headshot. He needs something, but yeah, that's the end. And they're not going to complain about that at all. Unfortunately, neither will Big. 3 frags on an SMG. Tizian going to pocket himself $1,800.
Real clean as well. 5 alive.
Oh, he's rhyming, he's adding.
Who am I?
He is the full package here.
We sat outside, we got some vitamin D in the break.
Oh, the sunshine is just a magnificent creature.
Isn't it just?
I understand why people worshipped it.
Yeah, I still do.
Exactly.
That is my god.
Like, I think I'd rather.
Directly associated
The good food in catering, which has been absolutely bang on.
They do say the way to a man's heart is his stomach.
Yeah, well, they're nailing it.
He's in love with the catering.
He is.
Guy.
Honestly, he keeps flirting with him.
Well,
Thank you.
Walk in and
let me put my plate away.
bashful.
Hey guys, I'll put your plate away as well. It's just more excuses to talk to him.
Dad, why are you constantly in the catering room?
He's just
What are you
obsessed
doing?
with Noah's catering.
I love these nerdy nades we're seeing from Big.
Yeah, there's plenty of them.
Nice aggressive. Hey, ramp nades and Tizian. Well, they're not softened up enough for this to do anything more, but he's anti-flash. Won't be able to get the
Ooh, baby. This is a good sign of things to come. Cadian always in a perfect position to catch tabseN on the peak. He does just catch him through the windowsill, down low, but still functional.
Me.
Down low, but still functional, literally mood.
k1to and tabseN, though, I think this one's out of the realms of possibility. They did get the AWP police, so that's a nice little bit of recovery.
Say what you want about the M4, it is a more satisfying kill.
Love
silence M4
Yeah.
or the... Oh.
It's like the USPS, right?
tabseN really needs to hold on to this one here.
He should be fine. Looks like he's made the right choice of picking his poison between middle and T-spawn. And Cadian's not going to get too inquisitive now. So tabseN to preserve the AWP. Looking at the money, Chad, we are going to be seeing everybody equipped.
Yeah, and if you're big, you're not too disappointed with how that one went down, especially saving the AWP here. And the reason is you went for an aggressive play with the bonus guns over towards the ramp, and then you gave up some picks after that. So it's not the end of the world. Obviously, every team wants to get a 16-0 in the back pocket if they can. And there's just final few frags from k1to here, doing as much damage as he can economically. Cadian with a couple in the round. And
NiKo gaming with the door open. Don't know how I feel about that. I always like to make sure I'm in my closed gaming environment.
Maybe he lives alone, so he can just have his
I mean, that's
door
sure.
open.
That's sure. But I don't know. I just like kind of feeling safe with the door closed. I guess I'm just weird. But Molly's dropping out. We're going to be seeing Borup respond with a flash in kind to maintain control of that ramp room, and so he'll be able to walk on in should he desire. But look at this test for NiKo, and he does well to find one, to be honest. They double peaked it, and he goes 1 for 1.
I love the way the conditioning's already beginning. That early use of utility just to claim back ramp, that through the legs.
A headshot jump peek from Xantares as CSGO steps out to draw your crosshair away from the side peek. It's all very calculated from Big Clan. Good to see they've been doing their homework and making good use of the online era.
one of the things that Heroic have done very well that we've noted is faking across the map, especially within these late rounds. Something that we had seen from them against G2 was mid-control smokes and then posturing, either going cat or connected, depending on where the picks came through. And as we have a minute left, they can actually go for a very similar play. You can see the smoke towards window, one now through towards connector. It does look to me like they want to go for an A split.
But I love the fact they have tabseN there. He can just be their get-out-of-jail free card if he plays it safe, right?
But also there is a bit of a 2-1 punch with that, where if CSGO goes down, tabseN has to retake from ramp. CSGO doesn't look like he's intending on going down just yet. There's more where that came from. From the ramp room, Borup arrives. tabseN yet to be able to contribute. He's still faffing around in T-spawn. CSGO flashed off, but double kill found. And his smoke CT will cost him his life. Enables the plant.
Let's see how this card works out. It looks like Borup might be considering it already. After that, maybe a bit of information was relayed, but gets the better of him nonetheless. So the site feels smaller for the Ts. They feel a little bit more boxed in, but banking on CT as being their safe haven. Already looking towards maybe Xantares as the first player to fall. They've claimed it. Nice work. Now the other two, we've got what? Jungle and ramp.
k1to's the one advancing. tabseN's got it all set up. Yeah, they could. And he will.
10 seconds.
5 seconds starts counting now. Oh, tabseN falls off the bomb. I think Heroic have done enough. He can't really contest this. Test is playing the time. Cadian surviving, does get the first, and he'll have to retreat. Recovers the AWP. That's something. It's a consolation prize, but Heroic, they handle that well.
Yeah, I think Big a little bit unfortunate they didn't have a kit there for that retake. That would have really helped. It meant that tabseN could have tried to stick the defuse and they could have covered from a wider angle. This is how he kicked off towards the Palace position. So good trade from CSGO there, and grabbing another, he's coming through the smoke. That was cool by the side of things of Heroic. As the flash comes through, one goes towards stairs, one goes towards jungle, a little bit of a pounce. And you can see here Tessus making sure it can't be diffused in the final stages. And he's happy with that one, old Tessus. Seen him be a hero in some of their matches over within Cologne. tabseN has the AWP out, will be picked over towards window, initially smoked on off. And this is one of the reasons why AWPing window can be such a volatile position. You're rotating immediately. If most teams are being diligent with their smokes, it's going to be a B finish as we can see the bomb and flashes heading on through. NiKo to entry. Out he goes.
Should be clean. Gorgeous. Nice work for NiKo.
Accidental into k1to, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he meant that one, but he'll take it. He'll be, no, got him. Easy. Bomb plant. Let's see if they can keep it nice and clean, though. I'm sure that's high on the priority list, and I don't think they're going to get much challenge out of this, really.
Yeah, you don't need to chase if you're on the side of things with Heroic. You know it's going to be a gun round in the following. Keep all your goodies. Don't give away too many kills. Don't give over any AK-47s for Tizian and CSGO to carry through as freebies. And definitely don't give him a Zeus kill. Oh my god, it's GoldenEye.
It's the golden gun just coming out.
Hey, Rush.
Yeah, what up?
Do you remember GoldenEye?
A little bit, yeah. I did play that back in the day. I wasn't too much of a... What was that, an N64?
N64. I don't think MC would have been alive when GoldenEye was out.
No, probably not, actually.
You ever play Odd Job?
That's the guy with the hat,
so
right?
short?
It was a
Yeah,
small
he
boy.
had a smaller hitbox.
Yeah.
It was what the Rats played. I just assumed that would be Rush's choice.
Excuse
ratty.
me?
Excuse me, I didn't.
Still on the mic.
Oh, I didn't realize you were still here.
Cut the mic, cut the mic, cut the mic, cut the mic.
Cut him out.
Co-caster now. Right.
I see a 0 for Stown. Gonna keep our eyes on that. Can't have an underperforming player when you're stepping into a boot camp big. And I see many fans of the Berlin International Gaming Squad certainly besotting the German audience. And here comes Kaden with a very audacious peek. He wants to make sure the ramp is heard. Or rather, the AWP on ramp is heard. It would be weird if you could just hear the ramp. I don't know what sound a ramp would make. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not.
Nice. It's exactly what you want to control mid. Falls back away from this, and I'm enjoying Syrison so far. And I think, to me, I'm very much used to looking at German sides as not quite being the headliners. And I think it's a new day, new age. They certainly have warranted the respect that they now garner. Double AWPs in play, of course. So I know Syrison was over towards A with his, but now Keto gets to have a little bit of a shot at it too. Plenty of players coming his way. Let's see how much he can do with this one. Very isolated too. No support in question. Can't make it away. Nice play from Stown. In we go. Quick reflex off the back of this thing. Tabson might see maybe one on the cross at most, but he's not stopping.
Oh, he's done so well. He will get swung on, but keeping it level, stopping that bomb from going down, it's certainly a huge contribution. So is that deep molly. All three for the retake just completely locked out. Now they got smokes blooming as well. Bombs planted and contested. Stown's got a smoke to drop towards the kitchen door.
Could be a save.
Yeah, that's enough.
It's unfortunate because it looks like it could be a very exciting round if they were to go for it, but the reason you're outlining that utility usage from Heroic, it just locks them out and the clock would be way too low. They can't even be presented with any kills. If it was a situation where it wasn't smoked off and they could posture and wait within that checkers area, maybe somebody from Heroic gets a little bit lackadaisical, they overpick, they jiggle when they shouldn't, and they get taken down and the retake could be on. But now we are looking at percentage Counter-Strike as Big will be holding on to their goodies. The loss bonus is starting to mount right now.
4 in a row for the T's, so.
Catering's here, I can smell it.
It's all he thinks about. Oh, bless. Counter-Strike and a bit of food.
So 2,900 will be the loss bonus going forward for Big here. They should be able to drop some guns. Tizian can drop an M4. I believe it was Zentaras who was at the top there. Should be able to buy himself. Be too many issues. And here was the opening towards middle.
Nice.
Just over the top of the smoke. Nothing crazy to write home about, but this is great movement. Baiting out the shot and then the instant peek from Stown. You do love to see that. That's the teamwork in play.
Makes the dream work.
Have a nice day's back, Lauren.
Oh, we're gaming. We're gaming.
Always a
It's
good
4 in a
sign.
row.
It is indeed, and it's all with bomb plants.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often, Chad.
No, not at all. And actually, with I'm pretty sure I just saw Tabson with a Zeus, so maybe they won't be investing into this one. The timeout is indicative that at least they need to have the discussion.
Look at that. Look at the recap. 2 of the rounds, they got the bomb down in the loss as well. So we've seen a bomb plant in 6 of the 7 rounds so far. That's indicative of Heroic having an operational T side from the get-go.
Yeah, not too shabby at all. It will be the buy.
Admittedly, it also could reflect on Big's willingness to play retake.
That is true. They haven't really played too aggressive just yet. You've noticed the AWPs are a bit deeper. They're allowing them to take the mid control that they want to go for. This is going to be a fake of the mid default that they have been doing straight into an A hit. So 3 over towards Palace quickly. Stown will be over towards ramp. Ooh, he's heard the footsteps.
Christ, this is oh, clenching time. He's worried, he's nervous, he's got players on every single front, overwhelmed eventually, but Tizian's still alive.
If they can't knock Tizian off his perch, they're in trouble. Oh, what? Cadian finds it. That's just nonsense. If Nico can survive, Cadian can support. He does get caught, and that's the end. It's 4. Big clan, well handled in the end, and I have to give credit towards Tizian there, just for survival, if not anything else. It enabled Cadian to hit a nut smoke shot, but it does buy them time as those frags came in. Let's see Syrison again. So getting Tessus. This is the Cadian shot just as the smoke bloomed. Very nice stuff, but well handled by Big Clan. So that's the first. They break the spree. First in the last 5 rounds.
Oh, they've got the kicker table behind.
Very Deutsch. Sehr Deutsch. Im Deutsch.
Mega.
Jäger.
All right, so Cadian again patrolling with the AWP over towards middle. This time it isn't such a direct approach. The pace change not working in their favor whatsoever. They are set up and postured with the bomb over towards Palace with 3 members again. So this is clearly a weak point, something that they want to abuse, something that they want to be able to flow out onto the site and bully Tizian, who is the A anchor. tabseN will be in tow through connector, so if they can draw his attention or if they can take him out of the equation, maybe they can isolate a 1-on-3 duel on the site.
Tizzy has been really quite diligent. The timing, I thought it was going to be done for, but no! Delivers on 2, that's massive work.
Yeah, nice work on the A anchor. If Borup just walks into the site and blows off 2 heads. tabseN and CSGO face to palm. And now suddenly it's a competitive round all over again. Borup's hit pause, rightfully so, makes a lot of sense. Cadian hoping to catch someone in rotation, but I wonder if keto mantles here.
Did he see it?
I think he did, just the tip of the head. He's certainly hoping that keto would have a little look. The reason Borup's positioned here as well is so that they can't convey any additional information as to his location. 30 seconds for the bomb retrieval. He'll get that.
He wants to plant open here for Cadian, who's trying to play the post plant over towards Catwalk.
Keto can contest. Unless he goes triple. Oh, baby. Perfect. And the incendiary keeps him safe as well. Flash on Borup to get out of position. Cadian's got the cross, though, so he doesn't really need to move a muscle.
So I want Cadian to hit this shot, though. Here we go. Who's the first to go for it? Looks like we've got Xantares feeling up to the challenge. That's life lost now. Just down to keto. Able to isolate Borup on the side, so it's game back on.
Smoke on the ground.
Looking for it. Oh, he's gone for the orb.
Wait, orb in this? That's bold. He doesn't know that Cadian's already moved himself towards jungle. He's peeking towards it. Nicely played by Cadian. Taking the time, moves around, gets the second kill. Heroic playing a great game here.
Yeah, Borup there really bailed them out with that quick double kill. I think we might get that on the highlight, but Tizian, I didn't think he was good for more than 1 there, so he's done more than enough. This is the frag here which opens up the site and turns it into a competitive round. And then the way that they just postured and waited, they got the information that the CTs were coming through spawn, and tiny little gap there, but Cadian does everything he needs to do. And that's put Big in a position where they need to go for a save. It's going to be a light buy, as you can see, investment for a couple of the individuals. Deagle's across the board, MP9 for Xantares, and this one's fast.
Yeah, they're not stopping. Cadian, the only one to take a bit of a peek. The rest kind of filtering through towards middle. Molly comes in and they clear as they go. Nice little Molly to clear out the corners, ensure safety on this one, but there's still players plenty present around here.
So as the window smoke fades, they could become vulnerable. Certainly if Borup gets some pressure applied to him. Dessus can clear this out now. He does find CSGO. Heroic, well, it seems they're always aware of their win conditions in the round.
Okay, okay.
God, 3 quick kills in middle does force NiKo into an aggressive stance, and it's certainly not looking too great now. tabseN recovering an AWP of all things. keto tank down half.
Down to flank though at Cat.
Come on, Stown. Let's see if you can bail out your boys. tabseN on patrol, though. Top mid is going to be a huge problem to get
ready
past.
for this.
Let's see if he gets anything. That's one. Oh! Spots tabseN. Okay, so game back on. Stown's trying to find out any information. Keto's tucked in towards jungle. NiKo's mind is on the bomb and maybe considering trying to find tabseN. They've seen one of these 2 players now.
28 seconds. NiKo does get the bomb, but it's keto! Waiting, timed perfectly. Put it all onto Stown. This will be quite the turnaround. This was just a half buy. Big Clan have done enough. tabseN has done enough. 15 seconds. keto spotted on default. tabseN on connector. He exposes his bottom. Jumps for confirmation. Gets the first. He's got 7 seconds. He has to hunt. 5. Closing the gap. keto has to swing and he gets the frag. Big from keto. Triple kill for Berlin International Gaming. Pulls them across the line on the half buy. I thought Heroic had clawed it back. So close. Smallest margins. You saw how long tabseN was waiting in that window, and same could be said for keto towards jungle. Big plays. Big plays and a quiet celebration. Good to see Big Clan remaining restrained. It's a big turnaround and puts us once again into the 5-5. Cadian's face does it all.
Very emotive player, you really can see.
So wait for the nades.
They don't have any flashes, so...
You know the story.
Yeah.
Going for a walkthrough round.
Just watch the left-hand side and watch as that lovely stock of Ghiblies next to underneath the weapon starts depleting. The longer this round goes, there's another one. Just watching them all go out. Tizian's getting rid of his flashbangs. Everyone's throwing money down the drain. There's a smoke towards Apps now.
Count the dollars.
Watching the money fade away. It's Heroic's plan. And it's so far translating nicely. Stan might want to show something, a little ankle to keep him interested. Whoa! Great shot. Searson tracks the moving target that was Cadian. A bomb plan absolutely ideal, but far from possible. As it seems that Searson and Tizian have done enough. Deagle, maybe a chance for a 1-deag. Oh, 2 bullets connecting from Borup. Unable to translate into a frag, so spotless from Big Clan here in round 11.
You notice the way that Searson and Tizian did that? So as soon as Searson takes the shot, Tizian is there to pick up the mess, right? He's the catcher. He's going to catch in case there's a miss. He got the second kill. And at that point, if the Palace player comes out to swing onto Tizian, should be the easier fight because you think Searson's over towards Ticket, looking towards Tetris. Well, guess what? Searson's now taken the gap that was left open because Tizian had to fill the feed towards Tetris. So it's just a nice little simple crossfire. But as long as you know the way that the picks are going to go on down, look, you can play some fantastic Counter-Strike like that and put the 6th round on the board. So really,
first shot.
Yeah. And then you see him reposition, right? So now he's already looking toward the Palace and he's now tucked away from Tetris. So Tizian has that lead. They can't get past Tizian. Simple stuff, good stuff. What we like to see. The basics of Counter-Strike. And we will be getting back underway with the guns here, ladies and gentlemen. So a UMP for Borup, that doesn't sound fantastic, and maybe it won't work out that way. A set piece, potentially. These are the isolation smokes towards middle.
Vito, he's away. Let's see if that UMP's any good. Flashed up. Dead as anything. Trade comes out, though, but Searson's there. It feels like the trades are so comfortable for Big when it's all going so right.
Good pressure across the map, though. They have baited out a chunk of utility and taken space. Nico, this duel is insane. He's opened up the A bomb site right now. Look at the push.
That's going to perfectly open the door. Like, the only reason they're getting away with this is because of Nico's ability to lurk and to convert. It's down, pivoting through middle. Perhaps a different change of plans. Okay, they want to make sure they actually continue to think it's A. If he kills Antares, this is promising. A chance perhaps, but repeat by Tamsin. Jumping to confirm he's alone. Look, Cadian's going to go for a plant. This is ridiculous. It's a 2v2. Nico might even be able to sell that it's an A plant. No one's there to hear the beeps. Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. Okay, no, they're cracking it. They cracked the code now. What the hell is he supposed to do with this? Tucking in towards Get Right. The longer they spend faffing around with a boost, that's info for him.
They do have util, so technically they could try and clear late round. Oh my god, they didn't check it at all. I just witnessed someone getting away with murder.
Well, look, I'm going to paint the picture for everybody here. That's what's so fantastic about the fakes. You saw it drew everybody away towards that A bomb site. Then as they realized, oh dear, they've made us look a little bit silly, they now have to clear every single angle because they were not in a position to even know where Cadian, first of all, had planted for, where it moved to within the post plant, any of that information right there. So Cadian, he's positioned himself in this scenario perfectly. If they've come through kitchen, if they were rotating through one of those positions, maybe it wouldn't have been so great. But he's read this one well. Found himself a nice double kill, and to steal one back after we saw that Keto and Tabson connection for that low buy win just in the previous. Bigger finding themselves able to buy. Heroic are the ones taking the tactical timeout just to talk through their options. Borup doesn't have a gun just yet. Maybe he won't go with the UMP again. Didn't have an opportunity to even fire a bullet. Oh, no, he will. Okay, so give it another crack, mate. How does the saying go? Bitten...
Once bitten, twice shy.
Once bitten, twice shy.
That song?
That Wham?
Probably.
I just thought
George
it was a
Michael?
saying.
One of
Or
those.
GM.
That's it. First name basis.
He was a CS player.
From the UK
and he played,
scene,
and he played
toxic.
for Infused or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I played for Infused, Chad. Let's not flame. Let's
I didn't
chill
mean
that
it in
out.
a bad way.
Chill
like,
it out,
oh,
Chad.
geez.
It was
Chill
just
it
a
out.
UK Orgy new.
Yeah, it's hurt my feelings. That's hurt Searson's body more than his feelings, but Tessa's going to make things worse for Antares. It's heading towards B, but Keto's present.
Yeah, and Keto can do more than that. He's got a lot to deal with here, and he can jiggle for the confirm and finds Nico. Maybe another Keto is a turret. Stay away from B. A message he sends with bullets rather than words, but my goodness, that is magnificent. Borup, only a UMP, likely going to get caught here on the timing. Tizian confirms. Poor old Cadian lost his teammates, his brothers in arms. And this could be a long one. This could be where we start talking about our favorite Pokemon.
Mine is the dog one.
Now then, Chad. Going to start from the top there. Dog one.
Yeah, I think it starts with a G. Dog.
Dog Pokemon.
Pokemon. I was in the Poke store in Tokyo at the start of the year, actually.
How was that?
It was, there was lots of chibis and weebies. I'll give you the hot tip about that one.
Yeah, believe that. Everyone needs a stuffed Pikachu on their
Who was
cupboard,
yours?
gathering dust.
Alex, who's your favorite Pokemon?
Personally, I was a bit of a sucker for the Blastoise story arc. You know, Squirtle into the big kind of cannon shell man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I liked Cubone. Sad.
Cool guy.
Cried a lot about that storyline,
yeah.
dude. Oh.
Cubone. He's always crying in the forest.
We found out what the dog one is
I'm
yet.
having a look.
It must
Like
have been the Cubone.
Jolteon or something?
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't that one. That was from Eevee, right? That
Yeah,
was,
you loved Eevee a bit. Oh.
Had like the fire pony, didn't he?
Fire
Fire
Pony.
Pony.
Yeah, there was a.
Flameon.
That's the one. There was a pony that was from fire.
Fire Pony.
Jolteon was the...
Yeah, there was a bunch of those.
I don't know like the other generation ones.
First gen.
First-
Growlithe.
Growlithe. Oh,
There you
Growlithe
go.
is cute.
And then he went into like Arcanine, I think it was.
Yeah.
There you go. We made it. We got there in the end. And
Psyduck was also one of mine. Alakazam. I like the spoony guy. I liked all the
You like the
Spoony
weird
guy.
ones?
yeah, all of the weird like whatever they're called, psychic ones.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Did you ever actually play the Pokemon game?
I think me and my dad
Game
sat
Boy.
down at one point and we
Like
kind of
the
started
cards,
faffing.
what I
It was
mean.
like cards, and you had like these little glass gemstones that you'd use as resources or
never
mana
knew
or
what it
something.
was.
I remember we gave up very quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my first card I ever got was I think it was a Dugong. That was my
Ooh,
favorite,
okay.
and my friend just gave me it. I was like, wow, I can trade this.
Onyx was cool. Okay, that's enough of
yeah.
that.
All right.
Round 14.
Here we go. We've got pistols out. We got the. Oh, I got
It's a full investment. They're forcing
Yeah.
in round 14. This is the hero on Stound, so he's going to have to do a whole lot. They're setting him up for success, though, as he's got lots of boundy Tech 9s going to be jumping around corners before him. That nade looks destined for success, and it is. Halves the health of Nico. More where that came from, too, but already they're established, and Nico's peppering Searson down to 14. That gives them some space. There's a world where they can convert this. Tamsin has to be quite the hero. His pre-fire's not there. Stound is. Tamsin gone. And Caden again on the lurk. Look at him go. Channeling his inner Blame F. Goes down this time.
See how slow they were to rotate? They hadn't even left the site. They were still considering B-apps as a possibility, and the bomb was already planted. So once again, the misdirection. It's left Big without a clue. They know it's A. The problem is, if they go for this and they lose these rifles,
Yeah.
they don't have any money going into the final round of the half. So this will just be another save. And the crazy thing there is, Heroic literally just led for underpass. And there was a player above them. It was Zentara's up towards Cat. So he's hearing all these footsteps. He's communicating underpass, underpass, underpass. And the timing of that nade, it was good, but they were still isolated. And the fact that the individual who was forced forward on the side, I believe it was Tizian, goes down without too much of a fight, that was real trouble. Searson taking damage, Tabson unable to convert more than one kill, and well, easy as you like. Heroic make a round out of nothing and put themselves instead to win the half here.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was having a look at the map, but also someone said I like Spoony Man too, and it just made me laugh.
Spoony Man.
Spoony Man too.
Yeah, Spoony Man's good.
Abracadabra or whatever, wasn't it?
Yeah, 7-7 though. What a scoreline! This has been quite the game. I didn't know what to expect coming into this. I think they're both in a bit of flux, but yeah, no, I've loved this half, and I think Heroic have. It's the first time I've seen them look really quite good on Mirage. I think we've seen a couple of games where they haven't been able to manifest what we've seen here, but this has been lovely.
Games. Bit of a slower approach here from Heroic off the bat, not wanting to go with the pace that helped them succeed in the previous, and that's a good call because they have the goodies. They're the ones with the utility, all the weapons. You can see again, Tabson, Tizian on the Deagle. Seriously, with the AWP, Kiddo has to be careful on the fading time of this smoke. He might even get flushed out by a Molotov here. They've really postured up. Cadian looking deep with the AWP. Stound ready up close.
But remember, Keto's been delivering here. His play from a bit lower than here was exceptional. He could do with a bit of that again. Does he get any indicators?
Contact.
Bloody hell, he's good. He is really having a game from here. The rest need to step up, of course, because the bomb wasn't heading towards B.
Surely Keto's done enough. If you kill 2 players B and you're playing against Heroic, safe assumption is they're on the other side of the map, and the nades did start flying in response to that. That's a nice, easy connect to smoke.
I think Tizian's definitely heard a footstep here. And now he's in trouble. He's been spotted.
Molly to force him out into the fight. This is perfect play. Searson does well to catch them on the hunt. Still numbers heavily favoring Big Clan. With only 30 seconds, their options becoming significantly limited. Zantara's a bit of an overstep. He gives them far more room than they needed to give. And now that bomb can go down. Testus, I'm surprised he's not gone to retrieve it. And Searson's caught Nico in the meantime, so now this gets awkward. Smokes will fade. Teammates have fallen. Keto caught by the wide swing. Hang on. Oh my goodness, Tessus. He's managed to make a 1v3, a 1v1 in the drop of a hat. Searson AWPing. Pre-fires aren't going to connect, and he's only got 14 bullets for this one. Searson mantling. That's the exposure. The spray's not too shabby. He needs to find a safe haven, and he gets caught with the nade in his hand. Searson just holding the line. He will go ahead and convert. Just making sure he has a kit to save everyone an extra 2 seconds.
Not thoughtful.
Cheers, mate. It's an 8-7 half, folks. Big Clan just pipping them at the post. And that's only the first half of our second series. We'll be back to talk about half 2.
I'ma turn it to the man now. Hey, finna get my money, ain't no handouts. Hey, finna be a legend like I'm playing now. Hey, I ain't gotta focus on my friends now. Huh? I'ma turn it to a man now. Hey, finna get my money, ain't no handouts. Hey, finna be a legend like I'm playing now. Hey, I ain't gotta focus on my friends now.
Heroic looking to break the streak against Big. 6 maps in a row, all one-way traffic for the Berlin International Gaming Squadron. Here on Mirage, the map choice of Heroic, 8-7 down the middle on their T side. Tessus unable to convert there at the final hurdle in a, would have been a lovely 1-on-3 and a great way to take some confidence into the second half. Here we are, I'm joined by Machine and Pansy.
Yo!
We'll be kicking off the second half pistol round right away. Tizian and Searson have the utility. Tizian has a P250. They have some flashbangs and some smokes as we head over towards the B side of things.
This is very calm, Chad. I like that.
Just want to make sure everyone at home is feeling good, feeling ready. Is down.
Can I do excited yet calm commentary? I don't know. I think I'll give it a go.
Well, that was pretty nice from Tessus.
Certainly was, and it's a great start for Heroic's campaign. Searson clearly has intentions to set up the B finish, but with 3 CTs currently set up, seems Heroic are certainly well equipped for the big clan pistol round. Moving as a pack.
They're leaving the side open. This could be a problem. It really depends on when the go is from Big, and this smoke is going to be fantastic. This would be over towards the catwalk position, and it should make sure that they're unable to dip back and see towards the B side with ease. There really is just the timing right now of when Tessus decides to push back.
Yeah, and that smoke's going to encourage us down rotate as well. And here we go. Smoke's flying through the air. The flashes will follow. Tessus tucked in on the site. Cajun's on the fastest of flanks here, Lauren. Look at that.
That couldn't be better, could it? You want this to be clean, though. We know it's difficult, but he makes the most of it. Searson goes down, and now they know there's a timer, and it's right behind them. Tessus unfazed on the site. This is beautiful from the CT side, newly appointed, bear in mind. And Tabson goes down without a hitch. Beautifully played there from Heroic. 8-8 already. This is... I feel like I underestimated this game, and I think it's because my mindset is still stuck in yesteryear, but Big have already proven how great they are, obviously, in recent times. And Heroic now showing even sooner that these guys are truly up to par.
Look at the big clan that you had in your mind. It was like Legia, God.
Yeah, it just wasn't there, you know. And I said, I loved the idea. I liked the concept of Big back then, but this is something else.
There isn't a name that you could choose from this big clan roster that you'd feel like was misplaced. And it was always the case that there was 1 or 2 names that we had to make excuses for. Not the case anymore. You know, Tizian was and is a support player, and you won't expect him to be at the top of the scoreboard, but big part of their play, and he's there for a reason. I'm sure they could justify it if we had the chance to interview them. Tessus catching Tizian, though, and these Deagles have softened up 2 more. In fact, you can see Xantares converting the hard work of Tabson now. Another chance. Tessus doing some great work, but Keto's Deagle, he knows there's another, and Tessus re-peeking into that Deagle. He's not phased, he's not scared. Takes himself an AUG as well for the trouble. Okay,
so you're saying this guy's the scout master. He got it to hand. He's got bore up, low HP.
Dear. But he doesn't have Tessus coming through the underpass with an AUG, so...
He had a little look. He thought about it for a whole second or 2, but he's going to have time to probably get the bomb down. I don't know about those after-plant positions, though. That might be a little bit
Chad,
rough.
where are you dreaming?
Potentially going to bench, so you can take a couple of different duels, take the scout, be a bit more zippy with it. The bomb will go down. They've now just realized the jig is up. He actually wants to play the post-plant towards Cap.
They're looking at A?
He might get a freebie in the back of Tessus.
They don't know.
This is...
Now they do.
Okay.
They have a smoke, 2 smokes, 2 HEs and a flash. So the problem here is he needs to find a kill before they start defusing.
Is this cross, Alex?
And he should find it. Nice shot into the thigh of Borup. Tessus has a smoke and a kit. And this is when it gets, awkward. Okay. Nade to fall him off. That's so smart. He had to lose his crosshair. And now Tessus is just diffused in front of his face. Whoa! 4D chest from Tessus. Throwing out the nade, it may have just been a happy byproduct, but the fact that Searson was set up with his crosshair on the bomb, Tessus' nade forced him to respect it enough that he had to go and run down the clock. Lovely stuff from Tessus. This is the Xantares Deag, and that was the spicy one from Keto. But that nade did save the day potentially, because when he returned a wide diffuse in the guise of the smoke, Stown looked like he was a combination of stressed, depressed, and satisfied there.
Oh, look who's buying back. Big, they don't want to let up. Because it was a one-on-one situation to close things out, they will go for a purchase of their own. It looks like it's going to be a fast B hit. So Tizian, he's pushed all the way up. Nice and close. And the flashes and smokes come out.
Look at that pressure. He knows it's coming. So Tessus going to be called upon. Give me some support here, bud. Soften him up on the cross as Xantares does make it down. The rest taking the fight, though. He's done well there, too. Has made Stown probably feel a little bit better about this. Support on the way. Borup's there. Through the smoke we go. Xantares now. A 1v4. It's a tall task. And let's see if we can find any more on the way through here. What we have Borup on the UMP. Okay, but the next 2 are the big... Oh, Xantares! It's no quick peek, but he does well regardless. Cadian maybe didn't feel like he wanted that pressure, but he handled it well at the end. 10-8. These rounds, Chad, are ridiculously close at the end.
Yeah, and I think we maybe see Big go for yet another force buy. The thing here is, the reason I was getting so excited about those Xantares, because this is with the Galil. It's not the AK. He made it look like an AK, just smashing those heads away. Unfortunately, finding himself in the scope of Cadian. And here, this is where, do they want to go again? Do they want to dip in one more time? They'll just go for the partial, so it's a half-buy territory we're looking at right here from that of Big. Smokes, flashes, Deagles, all the good stuff.
He's up. Pace on him. He's absolutely got his running shoes on. He's having a go. Cadian under pressure towards connector. They're doubling back on that. I like it. Oh, I love that. tabseN just cracked it open. Tessus now, again, pressure moment for him. But look at this gun recovery they found.
Yeah, I mean, killing the last player in apps, it does mean they're going to probably assume the rotate's coming in, but you have to peek into tabseN and the boost is smart. Oh, he was ready to check it. Missed shot. They wouldn't. They're doubling up on CT. A flash for CSGO and catches down and converts into a frag. Team play on point.
Oh, this is great from tabseN. Up and over. They're not. Oh, okay. I wouldn't be re-peeking that versus an AUG. Or I would.
You wouldn't. tabseN would.
Does Tessus go again for the 1v3? No. Bye.
And goodbye. AUG for CSGO.
Interesting T-sided weapon to have, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I would
I don't know how I'd feel about that one.
Yeah, like, it's not great for jiggling, really. Maybe if you were picking ramp with it.
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
Gets you a better fight towards spawn. Money's broken on the side of things from Heroic here, so they are going for the force buy. Deagle's for them. They want to see if they can do one better than Big. He's winning a round like that with only pistols. It was just the limp in. Oh, seriously not a run boost. So he's here quite quickly, and there you go. NiKo not expecting that timing. Normally the smoke blooming as the AWPer is making it towards the top of middle, so this is good stuff. 20 kills for CSGO.
I mean, you highlighted this guy at the start to be someone to keep an eye on, and it's certainly the case. He is truly looking quite comfortable here. Now, I wonder how they try and crack open the shell that is kind of surrounding middle at the moment. There's the flash in, has a little bit of a peek on it. Does really nicely. It's down towards tabseN. So they have been able to strike back, forcing out the molly towards connector. Maybe T-side feeling a little less like they're in control here after all of that.
I think Big really need this round if they want to have a stead in this second half. Losing this one here, they will still be able to buy going into the next, but this is a
compulsory.
It should be a sewn up round. I know Deagles in a force buy is very scary, but if they're losing these back and forth, well, simple maths dictates, ladies and gentlemen. Heroic will get across the finish line with 16 first.
Yeah, but you can see the strategy, right? Tessus is pushing B. He'll be calling and translating all that information over. Caden's playing incredibly passive on A so as to hope that the clock gets to a point where a cheeky frag on a plant can translate into a round victory. That's the corner Caden spent his entire round in.
Really at one with the brick wall now.
The flank is coming quick from Tessus here, so it really comes down to when do Big want to hit and the chaos on the side.
This looks good, Chad. This looks good for Heroic. I'm getting nervous now. Big Clan are going to have to win their duels and win them fast, and in the chaos of having to get that bomb down as well. Look how unannounced they are. Now Stown makes an appearance. That was the bomb carrier. It could not have been a better frag. Now CSGO. Here comes the flank. Xantara's distracted. Need a clean. Oh, no, Tessus. Oh, he squandered it. Cadian, however, does recover. And now he's back in the server. Tessus sends Tizian right out. It's all onto CSGO. Great movement. Bomb planted. I think it's planted for him. It is on his side of the triple box. And they don't have a single smoke. So this duel from CSGO. He's set for 3. He's already got 3 under his belt. 1 more required. Cadian. And he can't defuse, no kit. He has saved the day. They put their money on the right man. Look at Sis, and he wins a round without touching his keyboard.
Gonna get the orb, so there's one positive for
You'll take that, but...
Yeah, and it was messy, right? If Tessus doesn't fluff that kill, maybe a little bit of a different round. It's not like Xantara's had too much of an impact after this. This was the run boost to kick things off at the start, just so we can get to a window a little bit quicker.
God, by hook or by crook, that is nutty.
So this is the whiff. You don't... It
happens.
Yeah, but he followed it up nicely. He recovered, right? This is, you know, when they're doing the gymnastics, Lauren, and they land on the mat, and they always take that one step. That's the one step. He's done the one step. The judges, they're not getting a perfect 10, but we'll still give you the 9. Yeah, he's gonna,
It's all gravy. What's the money like here? So he had the AWP left over, or picked up, should I say, by Cadian after he got that killed, but the round was gone anyway. So I want to see what he does with it. How can you bring this into play in any sort of sustainable fashion? Obviously, a one and done's fine, but you don't want to lose that thing. It's a lot of potent power to it. CSGO on the other side as well, and he's been pretty spot on. 22 kills already. As NiKo goes maybe out looking, tries to maybe offer himself up as a possibility. Spots a little bit of info there that the bomb is towards top mid, so maybe Cadian considering that and now can approach it from whichever way he wants to. I want to see how they use this thing.
Yeah, I was curious right there if the big players were going to bloodlust because they'd seen a USP. Oh, USP cat, you know, let's go, let's take him out of the equation, let's put some pressure on him. But they've used it as a warning sign. So now it's slow, sauntering back over towards the apartments, taking control of the palace area. You've got Tizian in swing right now. He's currently underpass, but his job will also be to deal with the B plays and B pushes. And the rotation is coming back in. So KDM will have the AWP over towards the A site in time. There is a flank going to come in from Borup yet again. And Stown is the only other one with a pistol, which may be deadly. So that would have been dropped across from KDM. This round is still interesting. Oh, he's just spotted Tizian there. So Borup having more information than he probably should at this point. And that's the AWP. Not able to
dinks. Here comes the flurry of frags. This time, CT's actually still finding frags. Cadian surviving. Let's not forget the AWP is in play. Dunk down to low.
20 seconds.
Yeah, that bomb needs to go down. It's still sitting in the middle of the site. Cadian could win this still. That bomb needs to be planted. Keto hoping the frag is given to him. It will not be gifted. A good flash, though, does buy him time to set up. And Cadian had a chance. Onto Xantares. Stown's found one. 2 missed shots. Stown, can you save him? Dig him out of this hole. He needed 1 bang. Oh, he's low now. 1 bullet would do it. Can't find. There it is. War of attrition. Xantares is low too.
Xantares seems almost unhittable at times. These boys are struggling. But would they find him? Previously, it was kind of towards dark. Now, more towards default. Let's position be noted. No kit, of course, on the CT side. No armor either. So it's all in on this. And Xantares by 7 HP, has it?
That was close. That was very close. It was just USPs, a saved AWP and a saved Deagle, and they still managed to get it down to a one-on-one situation. So really, really good stuff from Heroic here, even though they're unable to convert. If we want to paint the positives, they're threatening regardless. So as we move forward, that is 11 on the board for Big, but the guns come out now. Will Heroic be able to mount something a little bit more potent? He's going to be frustrated with that one right there, and you can see it here on Stown's face with the space above his bed. He's in our universe.
Interesting smoke coming in from the other side of ramp. We spoke about that before. Stown pushed up, and actually does catch Thompson very early in their mid-aggression. That's a rare change of pace.
Look at the space they've taken at A. They're already up Tetris. Borup has no idea.
Where does this gap come from? Is it deliberate? Yeah, it must be. Oh, and Nico aggressing through the connector has plucked out 1. Now 2 backs turn, his silence. Now added and spread to Cadian as well. He's been silenced, and now with Searson going to set himself up for that. The bomb can go down. That's going to be responsibility of Searson to recover it over towards the ramp room. Tessa's hoping and praying he gets a freebie through jungle, but doesn't seem to be the case just yet.
Smoke will be fading.
I'd say, does Stown see anything here? Not.
Uh-oh.
Wait, he was this side? I thought it. Okay. Stown, yeah, really nice work, but you're not expecting that. And now the 2v2's a bit uncomfortable. Xantares was pushed up for almost the post plant, but plays it back in so well. And now Tessa's called upon to deliver, but Xantares has been a slippery character to get hold of. 22 HP.
Oh, what?
Glorious.
Okay.
Absolutely glorious.
Okay.
Flashes himself on the peak, but it's enough for the pre-fire. That is a big 11th round for Heroic.
Yeah.
Stown's contribution again, just playing up by their own smoke. It's quite the punishment. Then Nico gets the timing on them. Really solid across the board. Stown even spotting another player there, and Tessus does manage to find himself this final frag. Look at that. Just the 1 shot before he looked to retreat.
Well, the force buy back from Big here. But High's not great on the Heroic side of things. UMP's in place. Down, aggressive. Sees nothing. Tessa spotting a couple over towards B. Might get the rotation coming on through. We can see Nico now popping through window over towards the B side to help. Looks like a fake will be going into the site. Smokes and flashes go over, but they're not committing.
It's worked. Heroic tastes their own medicine to an extent here. And they gather in middle. Cadian pivots after the silence that followed. He's going to have a lot to deal with if they start wrapping up connected with some fast P250s. A boost window as well, a threat. Smoke indicative of an A hit. Stown's going to push it. And look what he finds on the other side. It's a double kill, burning his toes throughout. Keto found another in the meantime. That's an AWP gone. Keto recovers the very same weapon and a tag. Zips up the body bag with a P250. Caught out by the Nico jump. Missed his shot. It's time to see some Nico AWP action. Oh dear. Finished off by a long-range UMP. That's no fun for anyone. 12-11. This one is going back and forth. It's nice to see a competitive game there of 4-4 in the second half. And an 8-7 half, of course, if you couldn't do the maths yourself.
Yeah, this is one of those brawly games. We put it in the bucket of clutches, playing a massive factor in these low buys being converted by both teams. We can't separate them right now, but as this trickles forward, Heroic are the ones on the receiving end of the lower economical situation. The T's, you can make more happen with less, right? You have the 2700, you can have some deagles, armor, all the nades you need.
Cheap.
Yeah, exactly. The CTs, look at them. They got nothing. They're going for a run.
Nice
They're
old
on top
morning
mid,
jog.
don't you? Let's see. Can we cut to
Yeah, they've heard it. Did they? Wait, no, I don't think.
They do
okay,
now.
now they did. Sirison, farm mode engaged.
Oh, dear.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Still probably more than they were worth with 5 USPs, really, to be honest. The fact that they've just run through like that and been able to pick up 2 big kills, taking down Keto and Sirison, the 2 highest fraggers right now on the side of things for that of the big clan.
Can't be opposed, can you? Things looking anyone exceptional on like ADR.
Oh, dear.
A little look, what, Tabson, I guess, towards big side. And a pretty equal
There's some
performance.
chibi-weebies.
We got some
Yeah, there's
chibi-weebies.
a perfect example of chibis.
Oh, there it is. I see a mug with a couple of fluffy things.
You've got some
Maybe
chibis in the mail recently.
I haven't taken them home yet. They're still here.
There's the evidence of how useful a chibi
I have
is.
thrown.
Okay, Cadian. No armor either. That's a huge risk. And the
my
wild
God.
spray doesn't quite find its prey. Down, however, probably putting his hands together for an escape plan. How on earth is he supposed to get out of this one? He's got no armor either. He's hiding in his smoke. Searson's taken all the space on B he needs. A double kill to get him there.
It's down. He's still out and about here.
Yeah, but I don't know
Wait,
what...
did Kaden just fall off of B?
With a loss bonus of what, 2,900, they probably...
Have to say.
Yeah, you're right. Bloody
It's
hell.
no fun.
This is the problem. Heroic, honestly, in the last 3 series Heroic and Big have played, Big have won every single map, right? So it's been 6 maps straight. A lot of the games have been double digits. It's been like this. They've been close games on paper when you take a look at it, but Big always get through. They always get across the line, and that's continuing right now.
It is.
Remember
It's
this
a similar story.
This is Heroic's map choice, right? They've chosen to take this to a different
Touché.
battleground, and Big have gone with Overpass again.
Trying to save that AWP. First frag found from Cadian, rattled off towards the ramp room. It seems that Big do have a stranglehold on this game now. Heroic, they're going to have to turn it around with what you drop in. Do you want util? You drop in a FAMAS? It's no fun. This is the CSN opener. Whoa, he's working on the smallest margins there. Stown did manage to catch that trade on a reloading Xantares, but that was about all he could report.
Oh.
Everyone's a bit tetchy today on Heroic's side of things. They're looking a bit grumpy. Grumpy goats.
Oh, lots of games, lots of days. What day are we again? 9?
9.
9. Okay, one more timeout left as Heroic take their second last here on the first map, and they need to discuss a lot. You can reflect on the kills on your screen right here, and for those of you listening just with the audio, Sirison's got 26 to his name, 23 for Keto, 21 for Tabson, Xantares with 15, 12 for Tizian, and then on the other side of things, 22 for Tassos. He's been having a bit of a banger. 21 over there for Stown, 15 for Cadian, 13 for Nico, and 6 for Borup. Seems to be struggling a little bit today, but hard to always find yourself in the action. And he also had a lot of impact in the first half with some multi-kills, so we'll leave it there.
All right, back in we go. Big, substantially more well-rounded purchase, of course. We do have the FAMASes out, SMG out for the CTs. We've seen they're viable. They can work. Obviously not ideal. And the predominantly German side looking towards the B side of things to start with.
Very passive spread from Heroic right now, not going for any of those information plays that we've seen them doing on their CT sides in the past with multiple people pushing areas of the map. Just sitting back. Cadian's actually ready to take a shot and drop, and directly below him was Tessus to mop on up if it was a hit. But now that the time is... Oh, Sirison onto Cadian, that should be the go.
Yeah, I don't know what he's supposed to do here. Tessus just gets executed. Tizian flying out of the window. Stown hoping for the element of surprise here. And he does catch Tabson, an AK as well. A weapon he's more than capable of finding a way back into the site. They've got passive lines held. Stown's location known. Xantares found in middle. Stown very thorough. 3-on-3 here. And there's definitely room to maneuver. Kits, no smoke.
It Here we go. Tizian shuts down Borup. Nico tries to have a go of it, and now it leaves in Stown's hands. 2 kills already. Not going to find any more. Sisson, Tizian, all these names. I'm loving seeing this guy pop off.
29 frags for him now. We're closing in on regulation. It's very reminiscent of a simple performance we saw in our first game of the day. That's about the break point he was at. But let's see how he just, quick flick into the leg. He thought he had the off angle. Admittedly, that's a perfect example of the left eye peek. You guys got to see from Cadian's perspective first how little he saw before he was shot. Searson saw a full half of his body because the camera is mounted on the right-hand side of your body.
So hear me out. We're heading to Overpass next. It's a bit of an AWP as paradise. So if he's playing well here... All right.
Here we are. Bite your tongue, Chaddy.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, Keto can change my mind. Zatara's perhaps as well, but all these candidates now eliminated of round 27. Poor old Searson, we were just getting excited about him. Now he's thrust into a 1 versus 4.
Win this and we'll get even more excited.
Yeah, that's true.
The money's not bad. He's got 8k spare, 7 on Tizian. And then doing all right for cash. Does he have a pop at it? Oh, God, I love him too, but he's a smart man.
Nice little shelf he's found there. Maybe do some more housekeeping.
And he knows the Persians are probably pretty weak for Heroic. Lesser weapons across the board. They have been able to rummage up a few, though.
If he kills 2, Lauren, I'll start casting it like it's the Katowice finals.
Okay. I'm excited for that.
I don't think he's going to.
No, but you never know.
Make that clear.
Okay.
Eco going down would be a start, and there it is. Okay, so there's the hidden orb. No one can recover that. Stown's having a look, but couldn't find it. And let's see how this double kill started. Look at that massacre. The fact is that there's no cover there. That's just 2 CTs pressing their crouch keys in perfect unison and putting the crosshairs in the right place. It's enough. Counter-Strike doesn't always have to be cogs turning and coordination.
Numbers everywhere.
They went top mid, so did they. Heroic stopping them in their tracks. We're going to be a different look now as the smoke do fly out. Just the first towards ramp and top mid respectively for the CMT side. What's he up to?
Straight through and on the nade as well. So using that to help go for info. Cadian, he keeps going, keeps pushing, and oh my God, onto Zantares. All right, well, reinvigorated as Cadian here.
Nico does not want to go down. You can see a passive stance to his play. And spotted of Borup and strafes himself back out of harm's way. Oh, Searson. He's being hunted, but he still hits his shots. That's magnificent. Now into the site, needs one more. Down.
Oh, he doesn't know where the bullets came from.
He wasn't sure. Unable to pinpoint them. Now vulnerable, especially with his eye pressed to that scope. Bombs in middle, though. Searson, this is a big frag. And Nico did find his fight in middle as well, so the bomb's now loose, and Tizian got very few options ahead of him. It will come down to this first duel onto Nico. Oh, you rascal, Nico, you rascal.
Okay. He's going to turn around, surely.
Yeah.
Surely?
Surely?
Surely.
Nico. He's a little red-faced after that one, especially if Tizian does anything more with this round.
He's looking the complete wrong way as well. He doesn't know what just happened.
Yeah, he's confused.
No ammo on that one.
Nope, none in that either. Finally gets his reload. It does give... Oh, dear. Not like that. Flames arrive, and so there's Borup in the feed. So they pick up the pieces. Nico just caught unawares as he tried to tuck in and go unchecked. Can't blame him. Timing is everything.
Hide and seek.
This is a perfect summary of the ships in the night. That was an... Oh, hi. He was so surprised.
Oh, dear. All right, well, getting back underway. Money's very, very poor right now for Big, and they've opted to go for a partial investment on a couple of their players. They've had the success with the pistols in some previous rounds, but this one feels a little bit more unlikely. So it's just chugging over towards B. The flash is going to come over. They might just smoke to extinguish this Molotov. I think Tizian's let his fly into the site, so it won't be able to help them.
Yeah, if they get a couple of frags here, Tessus has just shattered their dreams in a very quick flick of the wrist from Stown. And adds a second to his tally. So B is tested, and Tessus and Stown say no. It's 15-14 here. You said, yes, typically it goes all the way double digits, but historically Big have not dropped a map to Heroic in 6 instances. And so this could be their shot at an overtime. It will not be pretty for the T's. Certainly not ideal. Galil's in full util a priority. Absent. Interesting. Did he throw a smoke from spawn?
There's smoke top mid.
Okay, so yeah, maybe. smoked top mid and bought a decoy to treat himself.
Very proactive CT side here, pushing up A. Super attentive. Double stack towards the apps. You know, the ramp pressure coming in. They're going to garner a fair whack of information from that. Whether or not they read into it fully, I guess, is up to them.
This could be the right call. Look how far forward the CTs are on the radar. Everyone's clearing out middle right now. If Big pull the trigger and go instantaneously, they might get through. But now that Stound's rotated over, he will have an opportunity to get ahead of this smoke wall.
God, there's a lot of smokes. 3 of them about to rain into Stound's parade. He's flashed as well. Drops a smoke to keep him guessing. But yeah, completely locked out. He uses his smoke to navigate safely to a new angle of assault. This is not where I'd want to be AWPing at this stage of the game, but Stound pulls off the first. A second as well. The flames are there. Stound stands his ground. Need to see Tessus with 1, but Quito says no, denies all of that, and the space is taken. Nico on a fast flank. Borup holding passive for now. Searson needs to be knocked off his perch by Cadian, and he has. This is for overtime. Heroic could have their dreams dashed by Quito and Zantares. It will come down to frags, but also the time. Don't forget the Molotov on Quito if he's alive, and already he certainly has done work, as has Zantares. It falls to Cadian. Kit in the smoke, and he's got to find 2. Zantares, he does find Quito, can't find safe haven. Zantares takes it, big dude 2, the record continues.